all of this stuff in here I have sourced with the idea being I bought it cheap enough to sell it for profit. That's what I do. That's what I do to pay the bills. It's my job. Sonic the Hedgehog plush squishy balls. Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Tack Cave. On a Monday, here we go again, the beginning of another week, and I thought we would pick some orders together, have a bit of a catch up. Shouldn't take too long. I picked a load of stuff Friday evening and got that all packaged, trying to get ahead of the game. We have 18 things to pick, so we can go and do that in a minute. And then we'll talk about what's going on regarding me taking on a space in the Emporium. That's happening. I put the deposit down. So I've been sorting out stock to go in there. So we'll have a chat about that. But first, we will come through here, take the laptop with us, and find all the bits and bobs that have sold on Saturday and Sunday. From in here, it's not a great deal, shouldn't take too long. So if that sounds like fun, stick around and we'll do a bit of picking. So, you are very welcome. Hope you are well. If you are new here, my name's Nick. I sell stuff on the internet. Here's the stuff. And on a Monday, I like to pick a few orders with you and have a chat. So that's what we're going to do. I have orders here. As I said, it's not many. I got ahead of myself this weekend. So what we've got left to pick is 18 items. We can start down here with a set of UK British Rail advertising postcards. Well, actually, it predated British Rail, they're old ones. Let me show you. They are A5. So they're going to be down here. Here's A5. And I think they're under the Duplo here. So, in this little envelope, we have some really nice, actually, postcards. So there's a Durham, it's quicker by rail, LNER, Yorkshire Coast, Sea England by rail. So it's these, I guess these are what, 1920s, 30s, that sort of era maybe. North Eastern Railway, Bridlington, Ripon, it's quicker by rail, and York. So those have sold for, I think it was about a fiver they were on. Let's have a look. £4.50, I think that may have been an offer. So I finally got the Star Wars books listed. So up there, that stack, got those listed. I think it was Friday, and then one sold immediately. So that one's already gone. I'll pop it on screen here. I think that one was on at 30. So that was a good start. And then we sold a bunch more. Now these Star Wars books, these are role-playing games. Star Wars role-playing game kind of guidebooks. And some, for some reason, seem to have more demand, or they're harder to get hold of. There's a couple that are on at 100 or 100 plus. A lot of the others are less than that. Anyway, so we sold that first one. And then over the weekend, we've sold another 1, 2, 3. Is that it? I think it is. Another 3. So we need to find Scavenger's Guide to Droids, which went for 40. Threats of the Galaxy. And the same buyer bought Rebellion Era Campaign Guide. That pair went for 75. So, can you see them? Let's just move you a little bit. So, let's move that for a sec. Threats of the Galaxy is on top. There's that one. And then we need Rebellion Era Campaign Guide. Here we go. This one. So that pair, same buyer, £75 for the pair. And then the other one is right at the bottom. Oh, tricky to get out. Okay, so there we have this one, which is Scavenger's Guide to Droids. So we have C-3PO and R2-D2 on the cover of that one. So these are all, as I said, look, role-playing game. Little guidebooks. So that's a good start. So the £30 one, plus these, which is another 75 and 40, so what's that, 115? So about £145 worth gone over the weekend. Off to a good start. Okay, next we need a Babyliss Big Hair. It is a heated curling brush. I've actually sold this very one a number of times. Always goes quick. Same buyer has bought a load of garden flower seeds, a little bundle of seeds, total of £24. So A6 and A5. So A5 again down here. Here we go, little bundle of garden flower seeds, and A6 is down here. There it is. This thing. So it has a cover on at the moment. That slides off, and then it's a powered brush, so it rotates. Babyliss thing. So that's a nice order, £24. Where did I put the seeds? Where did I put the seeds? I had them just then in my hand. Ah, there we go. Right, so those can go together to the same buyer. Next we've sold a really old flash card, a Canon flash card, and it's in cabinet 1. So if you come through here, these cabinets on the wall, I've started using them, and all of the drawers are numbered, so that is number 1-2. There it is. So this is for an old digital camera, and that's what it is, a flash card. So you're probably aware, but a lot of the digital camera technology is becoming really kind of collected. A lot of people are going back to that. They like the look of the pictures. So anything associated with the early digital cameras, yeah, there's a market for it. I don't think there was a lot of value in that. Let's have a look. £8.50, so it looks like an offer. I think I might have listed that at 10. It's a 32. It's not going to be gig, is it? Is that megabyte? It's 32 meg. 32 meg card, and look at the size of it. Anyway, so yeah, gone. An A2 phone screen protector. Not going to call it a phone case. A2. So hardly any of these left. There we go. Now I did mark those up, so those are now selling at £8 each. Then we have a Hornby train. This has sold as spares repair for £25. It is the Flying Scotsman. You see the little name plate there. There you go, solder's not working. Hopefully somebody can get it running. £25, lovely. Let's pop that up here. So that one, and that didn't stick around. That sold. I think that was listed Friday. Next, a wooden train set. Okay, where is that? A4. A4. I think it's kind of hidden in here somewhere behind all of this. There's a Lego Land plush minifig chap there. Right, I can see it. Yeah, it's right in here. It's been listed a few weeks and it's been covered up. Here it comes. Okay. Right, there it is. So it's one of these, a bit like Brio. It's kind of a copy of Brio. I don't know if it was a supermarket brand one. says play live, I don't know. Anyway, wasn't much in it. Let's have a look. It's gone for a whole £12. That includes the shipping. So there you go. Gone. Next, we sold 2 lots of videos. So down here, I'll pop you on the floor. Put that away. So I picked up 2 lots of videos. We have a Thunderbird set and a Beatrix Potter set. Oh, my lawn bowls are trying to escape. And we've sold both of them. One is a private sale going to Elaine. Hello, Elaine. Thank you for getting in touch. This one was sold on eBay. It's actually still sealed. Can you see it's still got the cellophane on? And it's from the 90s. I can't remember when. So yeah, 1996, I think. Still sealed. Not bad. I got £25 for that. VHS box set. Yeah, not bad. Sold quick. This one, hi Elaine, thanks for getting in touch. £10 plus post. Happy with that. To move this old Thunderbirds 8 VHS box set. So that was good. Moved those on nice and quick. Next, we have 2 official Nintendo Wii Motion Plus. Now, do you remember when the Wii was out, they brought out this little add-on to the controllers to make it, I'm not really sure what it added. More motion sense, I don't know really. This was when we had a high street store and we were selling tons of this sort of stuff. Anyway, a pair of those have gone for 15. Oh, and they are in a cabinet. They're in cabinet 8. So up here in this one, so there we go, look, 7, 8, and there's 2 of these little Wii Motion Plus thingies in there. Yeah, I remember these coming out. You stick them into the end of your Wii controller and it just, I don't know, let me know. Did it just add more motion control or just made them better? I can't really remember what they were supposed to do, but there's still a market anyway. So £15 for 2 official Wii Motion Plus add-ons. Gone. Colour Wow. Raise the Root Thicken and Lift Spray. I don't know. A5 again. Colour Wow. Is it in there somewhere? I can only assume it's in here. Oh, I'm seeing other things that I think I sold. Is that it? No, that's not it. Where is it? Where is it? Right, hold on. I found it. It was in the bottom of my rummage box. So there you go. It's a little travel size one of these wow things. £9 sold. Next, oh, it's like a car wash kind of kit thing, sold for a tenner. Not much in it. You get these pots, Guard X Protection Bird Dropping Remover, glass guard. So 4 little tubs and a sponge. Gone. I'm filling up the space rapidly here. You're just surrounded by stuff now. Yeah, sold for £10. Sold quick, get it out the door. It's what we like to see. Next, official Amazon Ethernet internet adapter for Fire TV, A5. It's an A5 kind of day. So back down here. Oh, I think we sold the Christmas Playmobil as well. I'm sure I saw an order come in of that. I'll grab it. Here is this. It's just a internet adapter for an Amazon Fire Stick thing. What did it go for? £10. So that's that. I picked up the Amazon Fire dongle and the controller, the remote. That's listed separately for 15 or 20, but these little adapters seem to do well on their own, so I split that out. And as you can see, that went for a tenner. Next we have sold Pilot Friction Erasable Rollable Pen for £8 with some, like, is it A5 as well? It's a totally A5 kind of day. In here is a pen and a couple of refills. There's one of the refills. It's this friction. There it is. And that's gone for £8. Put that up there. An A6 phone case. Oh, I said it. I said phone case. Screen protector. Right, some spirulina powder. It's gone for £13. That, no, I can't even move you now. Let's move some of this. And then I can turn you around like that. So here, part of this big pickup of all this sort of random, you know, cosmetics and what have you. That big pickup I had recently. Got these listed. I had, I think, 6 maybe more. We've now got 3 left. They're selling pretty well. £13 that one's gone for. Job done. It's some kind of dietary supplement. I'm not really sure. Yeah, literally that. Dietary supplement it says on there. Gone. Right, here is the Playmobil. So this has Santa and a sleigh and loads of, there's a couple of elves and toys and stuff. I listed the Duplo. The Duplo one seemed to have a bit more value. I think that went on at 20. It's a little while later and I needed to pop this little clip in. I didn't realise that the Playmobil had sold to a viewer. So hi Mark, I've just found your message and I thought if you don't mind I'll read it out. It says, "Hi Nick, I saw this item on the channel when you were setting it up and taking the photos. This will make a lovely early Christmas present for my mum. We've had a tough year. We lost my dad a few months ago and this will cheer her up as she loves little items like this to dot around the house. Thanks again, Mark." I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you so much for the message and for the purchase. It really means a lot. And say hi to your mum. Cheers. I was happy with that. So that went for 13. Did not stick around. And then we're at the top with McDonald's Sonic the Hedgehog plush squishy balls. Yeah, these do okay. I mean, there's not much in it really. I got £10 for these. So we have all the different kind of Sonic characters. Is that Shadow maybe? Not sure who this one is. There's Sonic. And then this is more my era, the Tails and Knuckles. Going back to Mega Drive times here. Tails, Knuckles and Sonic. So yeah, 5 of those, a tenner. Was that a 10 all in? No, a tenner with shipping on top, so 13. So there you go. That's the few bits and bobs I need to get packaged and out the door today. So what have I been working on? Well, as I said, because I've now signed up for a space in the Emporium, I've been sorting out stock to go in there. So my booth is going to be all, I don't really like the term, but kind of man cave stuff, right? So it's going to be toys, games, board games. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take all of the dinosaurs, or most of them anyway, and put those in there. I've been sorting out a crate of stuff here. So yeah, board games and vintage games. I had this when I was a kid. Mousy, that sort of thing. We've got some, this is a PlayStation lava lamp. We've got a light up PlayStation sign, all that sort of stuff. Marbles, Pokemon plush, Crash Bandicoot plush. It's not the really vintage one. It's a reissue, but I thought that would go well. This sort of thing. So there's an Eddie Stobart van there. Yeah, that I've been just chucking bits in a box to go down like that. I did put this sign in as well, this light up sign, but actually I think that one, it's a bit more specialist, and that actually sells really well on eBay. They go up into the £20 plus. So I might actually hold that one back for eBay. This one is much more common. This lights up all kind of blue. So I might just take that one down. So yeah, it's been fun to go through stock and just dig out stuff to take. I'm going to do some media in there. I've got a stack of stuff there that I'm going to take down, see how it goes. Soon, I'll probably do a video when I do it. I'm going to open that door and see if everything falls out onto me, because it is rammed with, I think it's mostly board games in there. So I'm going to dig out a load of stuff from in there at some point soon to take down to the booth. The other thing I did, finally, this wall of DVDs, this is what's left of a huge free pickup I had. I've taken out all the stuff I want to sell in bundles and individually. The rest of it I just need to move on. So I made an eBay listing. There's 600 odd, little over 600. I just put them on at £35, which is about 5 pence a DVD. I'm just going to try and move them on. I'm going to put it on Facebook as well, I think, as well. If somebody throws out a cheap, 20 quid offer, I'll just take it. I don't want these. They're in the way. They just need to go. And yes, I have scanned lots of them into the likes of We Buy Books and Music Magpie. But it's just common stuff that they either don't take or they'd give me a penny or something ridiculous for. I have sent a few boxes of them up to the media buyers, but what's left there is just worthless, basically. Oh, and here's another thing that I did actually try this on eBay, but I've decided this box full of Meccano, it's not actually Meccano branded Meccano. I'm going to put that in my booth. I think that will go well in there. So that's what's happening with that. And then all of these Pathfinder books on here. I've done the research for these. I've worked out how I'm going to list these. I'm going to do 2 or 3 bundles and a few individually. And then I did take a big stack of Warhammer books upstairs. I started researching them. So you can see the big holes here. Starting to plough through all of this. I'd like to get all of that on before Christmas. Next big task as well is going to be to get the rest of the Dwarven Forge on before Christmas. I'd like to move that bulk. The beauty of the books is I can plough through these really quickly. There's lots more D&D in here. These are Warhammer. More D&D down here. And here's just loads of it. I can work off a template, and the only time consuming bit really is finding out the values and doing a little bit of research. Once I've got a price in mind, it's really quick to list them off a template, and then it's just snapping a few pictures and away they go. These Star Wars ones were super quick once I'd done the research. So that's what's going on in my world, really. Another cool thing that I thought would go well once I get my space in the Emporium is this longboard that I picked up. It's really quite a nice thing, and it has light up wheels. See if I can make them go. Can you see they light up? You can't really see, it's not dark enough in here. They do light up, believe me. Yeah, I thought that would go well in the booth. I also need to clean up these gorgeous Edinburgh crystal decanters in this lovely, what I think is oak case. That I'm going to put in the booth. I've just finished editing all of the footage. I had so much footage of the yard sale when we picked this up. Just finished editing it, and the video is like an hour long. That probably went up before you're seeing this, so you may have seen it already. I paid $15 for this. I couldn't find an exact one. The nearest I could find, and I did put a screenshot in that video, sold for $75 on bids on eBay. But I think I'm going to put that in my space down at the Emporium. See if we can sell it in there. I've also got a load of cigarette cards and tea cards in here. I'm going to work through those, price those up, put those in there. All sorts of stuff. You may have seen, I made a YouTube short a few days ago talking about this. I picked up a bag of PS1 bits for a couple of quid at the boot sale. I didn't really rummage in the bag. I saw there was, hold on, let me grab it. This Command & Conquer Red Alert. I could see that in the bag, and I thought, I'll spend £2 on this bag. I'll spend £2 on that. I think these currently go for maybe around 15 on eBay. It's not in the best of condition, to be fair, but the case is a bit smashed up. But it has both discs. Yeah, they may need a quick polish in my disc repair machine. But anyway, I saw that in the bag, so I just paid the £2 and went. I had a moment when I got home and saw this Cooler World. If you can find a Cooler World which isn't a copy, which is what this is, an original Cooler World now, they're about £150. I think the last time I sold Cooler World was way back in the early days of me selling on eBay in the early 2000s. And I feel like it was worth very little then. Maybe I got 30 or 40 quid for it, possibly. Maybe it was more. It's too long ago to remember. Anyway, I had a millisecond of, and then it was obvious. It's in a CD case. It's a CDR with Cooler World written on it in marker pen. Yeah, there's a few of these copied games. Shame. And the other couple of things of interest, these PlayStation Magazine ones, if you can get them cheap enough, they bundle up quite well. They were the cover discs from PlayStation Magazine. But this one is a bit different, and it is the best horror games ever. And people have been achieving up to about £20 just for that cover disc. I think it's because it's got like Silent Hill demo on it. You know, some really cool demos. So yeah, that was cool. And then this, I love things like this. This is just a little promo, little poster that would have been in with the game. And it's from, when is this? I wonder. About 98 maybe? Oh, it says incoming Christmas 99 there. So this might be 99. Spyro the Dragon. We've got Crash Team Racing. Crash 3. Gran Turismo 2. Takes me back. Yeah, so little poster. I don't know if it has any value really to sell individually, but it was a nice thing to find. So there you go. Anyway, I had fun going through that bag, getting incredibly excited when I saw Cooler World, and then being bitterly disappointed to find out it's a worthless copy. Shame. So I will now get busy packaging everything that we picked before, getting it out of the door and off to its new owners. And then I'll get busy. Well, actually, we're going down to the Emporium. We need to do some stuff down there. And then really it's just a case of listing. I need to finish all of these, get the drafts finished, get the photographs done, kick those off. Because we're going to lose a lot of this week because we are heading up to Birmingham for the eBay Open. We're going up tomorrow, Tuesday. We're going to spend a couple of nights up there. We're going to see a lot of friends from the community. It should be a good one. If you are going to the Open and you spot us, come up and say hello. Yeah, we're quite friendly. Come and say hello, have a chat. Yeah, I'll see you there. We're looking forward to it. I think there should be a couple of good nights out this time. So can't wait. So thank you very much for watching. If you are new here, my name is Nick. This is what I do as a job. All of this stuff in here, I have sourced with the idea being I bought it cheap enough to sell it for profit. That's what I do. That's what I do to pay the bills. It's my job. If you would like to watch more of this sort of content, just subscribe. It's completely free. And if you haven't had enough of me and you'd like to carry on watching, there'll be a video. Doink. See it? Right there. If you'd like to watch that one, I'll see you over there in a second. Ta-ra.